How you doing, Scotty Bear? Back with another video. This video about how not to get extorted or robbed from the Mexican police. So because of the pandemic, these type of incidents are definitely on the rise. I belong to many groups in Tijuana, in Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum, a few places in Mexico, the hot spots mostly for tourists, and there are many people being shook down for money, and I'm about to share very valuable advice. My friend Raphael describes extortion in Mexico as refreshing. He's probably referring to situations like this. It was about 1:30 in the morning. I was pulled over next to SeaTac Airport on my way out, and this officer wrote me what amounted to be a complete horse pucky ticket. It took me about $300 or $400 and about 6 weeks of my time to unwind this ticket. And although it was the United States and legal, I was involved in a paper pushing incident back and forth, hiring a lawyer to get this fixed. So when it comes to being pulled over in Mexico, like I have many times, anything from not signaling to, whatever they make up as a reason to pull you over, I'm about to give you some strategies to help combat that. Number one, unless you know Spanish extremely well, and I do not recommend engaging with Mexican police in Spanish, because it's just like a second language situation. Make them engage you in English. That way you have the advantage and understand everything clearly. Trust me, if they want to communicate with you in English, they will produce somebody that can speak English. Plus, that is part of their strategy. So they were going to have somebody standing by that knows English quite well, I promise you. So the first strategy that I want to talk about is, one, you should not be wandering around Mexico with your money. You probably are maybe heading out somewhere, and you want to leave the meat of your money at home. I get many stories. I lost $1,000. I was at a bar or whatever, drinking and stuff like that, and I lost $1,000. What in the world would you have $1,000 on you? If you run out of money, most bars will write it down. You can go to your motel room and get your money. You should never be wandering the streets, and sometimes even in the back of a taxi, with any type of real money on you in the first place. Complete disaster averted. Next, you should always know and keep your money handy in one hand in an instant. I'll tell you why. Because many times you may be walking down the street with your ice cream or whatever like that. The cops will pull over, jump out of the truck, and take your wallet. What you're going to do the second you're approached by police is take your money and put it in your hand. That way, they don't need to search your money. You're in possession of your money. And 3, there's no reason why any legitimate police would want to take your money. They may have ideas of taking some money, but unless you've broken the law, right? Well, I've gotten tickets in the United States for speeding. So if you've broken the law, you may pay a fine. So you have to understand that to some degree, and they may collect the fine because you're a foreigner. So what are you going to do? Go down to the courthouse, and that is going to be, my next situation. One, you don't need to be necessarily intimidated by the Mexican, system. Living in Playas de Tijuana, the cops all the time would come to shake me down, and I would be completely friendly and actually what it would come to if I was not willing to give them money and they were rolling up on me for, ridiculous situations, I would be like, let's go to the judge. Because the judge is going to look at me the same way in the United States. They're going to have to take you in front of a judge, and you're going to tell your story to a judge who speaks English. By the way, as of course, many tourists get arrested for, drinking in public, different situations. And you will go see a judge. You don't need to be intimidated by that situation. The judge will throw anything ridiculous out because they roll up on, many tourists going, oh, you're a drug dealer. We're going to take you to jail. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're going to take you in front of a judge. And you need to be aware of that and also threaten that against them. Let's go see the judge. You tell the police, let's go see the judge. No problemo. Let's go see the judge and tell your story to the judge. Oh, you're a drug dealer. Oh, okay. Let's go see the judge. And they're going to know that you know what you're talking about. So what could happen to you for different situations? DUI is a very popular thing. If you want to avoid a lot of problems in Mexico, don't be drunk on the streets. And don't be drunk, period, because many people around you even know that you're drunk and will try to take advantage of you. Anything from bartenders to nasty people to police. So this is an important situation that you need to understand. DUI. Let's say you were busted for DUI by legitimate cops and you're not able to buy your way out. And I know Mexicans that get DUIs and out of it for 500 pesos, $25. So it's important to understand exactly what the penalties are for certain things and be familiar with, what is going on and the legal situations. Okay. Now, most of what I've talked about has been what will happen to you if you, a cop that is not necessarily, on the take, you get involved with. The other is if you're being extorted for money. Say you get, pulled over here, they're shaking you down, you have like $500 on you, they have your money. Some things that you could say is, look, I am on my way to the dentist. That is not my money. I'm on my way to the dentist. And if you are involved in a, that type of situation, you may want to think about, giving them some part of money. You say, look, I'm on my way to the dentist. Boom, I can't give you that money. But it's important. It's very important. So many tourists that, get in this situation wouldn't be in this situation if they were not carrying their money on them in the first place. Use your debit card. It is reasonably safe to use your debit card in Mexico. Another thing is your hotel key. You should leave it at the hotel anyway and give it to the front desk person. That way, when the police shake you down, they don't know what hotel you're at. You shouldn't carry your ID on you. You don't need it anyway because they don't know who you are. And you should only have the minimal amount of money on you. That way, you'd be like, oh, here, have $25. Enjoy yourself. You and your amigos go have some coffee. And that's what you need to be ready for. Because any type of situation that is out there, you could go back to your motel room without a problem. The dining experiences are completely different from the United States. They wouldn't even think twice about, oh yeah, go home, whatever, get your money. Wherever you're going around town, you run up a bar tab, it's the same situation. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. You got to be definitely defensive, and you got to be smart. And unless you're a pushover, they will, further try to take money from you. Anyway, have a wonderful Saturday morning.